All right, guys, welcome back. I made a mistake. I used OBS Studio for the last video, and oh my gosh, it sounds terrible. So I'm going back to my iPhone. I'm gonna use this video and this audio for it. But something I learned on the last one, check this out. So what we do is we start with Claude, and then we go dangerously, no, or skip. Oh, nuts, I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, permissions. All right, so check this out. I don't know if you've done this before or not, but whenever you do it, it's gonna be like, whoa, bro. Bypass permission is on. Now, the first time I did it, it said, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, bro, let's go, right? Now, here's where we left off. Oh yeah, we have to navigate to the repo. This is called markdown previewer. There we go. And then npm Electron dev. Yeesh. Dev. npm run Electron dev. And this is what it looks like, right? And am I fishing right now? I forgot to even start fishing. If you don't know, I've been playing RuneScape while I've been doing this as well. What is this? Claude. Oh my gosh. Oh, there it is. All right, I'll put this over here. We already know that it's running, so that's just an extra terminal window. So this is what I've built so far, right? This is an Electron app, and what it does is it changes markdown into HTML, which is pretty cool. I mean, but it's baby steps forward, right? Because ultimately what I want to build is a drag and drop website builder, I guess you could say. And the reason is because everybody's doing AI and you have to do all this and that. And why not have something simple that lives on your desktop that you just drag over and you can make it, here's my hero section, change the color. Here's my 3 buttons, you know, whatever you want to do. Oh, that's what I want to build. I mean, I thought that'd be a pretty cool project. And a pretty cool first project for an Electron app. But I would never be able to do this without AI assistance. That's 100% true. I mean, I probably could do it. It'll just take forever, right? And this, I did this like in an hour and a half. But what is this? Well, what it is it takes Markdown, and then these are the different templates for it. Let's say like I want to make bold words or whatever. It just puts in a little template that says, make me bold, right? And then italics, strike through, block quotes. So quotes is life is like a box of chocolates. Right? And you see how on the right hand side it turns it into the block? I mean, in all the rest, it's just like this. Item 1, item 2, item 3. We can make tables. And we could put LLM. And we could put like cloud. And we could put AI or ChatGPT. Like, and it turns it into a table on the right-hand side. So that's basically what it is, what I built. Well, with Claude's assistance. And some of this was in a YOLO mode, so it's pretty cool. Python, print, hello world, and even does code blocks. I mean, this thing's pretty awesome. And then it also does saving, so I can save this. It'll save the markdown file, test, onto my desktop. Then I can export the HTML as test, again, onto my desktop. I'm already done. So, I mean, this bad boy's come a long ways. So what I want to do now is I want to add more functionality to it, right? I'm just going to do a little bit at a time as I'm playing, as I have time throughout the day. And honestly, building it hasn't even been that hard. It's been the editing part that seems to be a little more effort. Or editing the video. What the heck? I dumped all you guys off. There it goes. And if you don't know, I've been fishing since I've been playing with the AI So I haven't played RuneScape in a long time. I've been playing since about 2002, off and on, but I'll show you from my skills. I'm not very dedicated to the game. I just kind of play it whenever. And I started getting into AI, and then I was like, dude, that's pretty cool. I could probably AFK some RuneScape skills where I learned how to use this thing. And so that's what this whole experience is about. But as you can see, my skills, I don't really play too much. Probably more than some, but definitely not as much as a majority of the RuneScape world. But these skills shall be going up. I started fishing around 65, I think. Yeah, I think I was on level 65 fishing, and then as soon as I was able to fish these fishes, then I started playing with AI at the same time. But anyways, let's pick up where we left off. And keep in mind, don't forget, this has bypass permissions on. So it's kind of like a YOLO mode where Claude isn't going to ask me for approvals now. It's just going to go and do it. And the only reason I'm doing it is because I recently did a, what do you call it? Time machine backup. So my system's backed up. So if I have issues, I could just restore my whole thing and be good. So it was saying something like Claude can accidentally delete files and stuff. So keep that in mind if you do what I'm doing. But yeah. Take a look at my, actually that's not what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna push this off to the side for now because we don't need it right now. And what I have been doing is I have been using Claude, the LLM, to help me create my prompts, because I've been noticing that I haven't been able to articulate exactly what I wanted Claude to do. So I started using Claude to write for Claude, and it's been dramatically better, much more improved. And this is where I left off, exporting HTML. That's the last thing that we did, right? Oh, and then so you can see it. There it is. Test.html, this is what we made. And then test.md, the markdown file. Oh, nuts. I disagree. MD, there it is. And that's the markdown. So those are the things that we exported. So the save does work, the export works, the open and all that works, but we'll get back to that in a minute. This prompt gives, so this is the last thing I did, and it says, this prompt gives Claude enough detail about the HTML structure, styling, and IPC flow without being overly prescriptive. Give it a shot. And I did, and it worked. It was awesome. So that worked out well. That worked out great. What's something else we can add on that would feel like a natural fit? I need some ideas. And we're gonna let that cook for a second while we go dump these fishes off. And again, I'm baby stepping forward, building a full-blown website editor, website creator kind of thing. The idea is to have templates built in, then the user can choose what template they want based on what it looks like, and then they can just drag and drop and edit stuff. Now, I don't know how the drag and drop piece is gonna work yet. That's why we're baby stepping forward. Right now, you can just click and add it kind of thing. So I think that's good for now, but yeah. So it's saying some quick features we can add are copy preview as HTML. So a button that copies the HTML to clipboard. That's okay. Yeah, great for pasting into emails or other apps. Export the markdown. That's cool. Recently opened files list. Oh, you know what? What I think would be great here. Oh, dang it. I have to reopen it. I just hit the X button. All right. So it does have a light mode, dark mode. Oh, whoops. Close that. But here, right here, I'm so excited, I'm stuttering. But you see how it says new, open, save? I think that should be nested inside of a file header. So I'm gonna tell Claude that the app looks great but I want to clean up the menu bar up top. There are 3 items. We have new, open, and save. New, open, and save that I want to be nested in a file menu, if that makes any sense. Are there any other items that we should also put in the menu? And that way we're going to start building the UI a bit. So again, it looks like this. And now I want to nest that inside of a file. Well, I think file is a good way to do it. Just do the file menu with, and see, it already built the prompt to build this because I've been speaking with it as we've been building this thing, and it has an idea already of what I want to do. So let's try it. So again, this is what it looks like right now. We're going to take this here, paste it, 25 lines, go. And again, right now it's in YOLO mode, so it shouldn't ask for permission too often. Breaking it down into tasks, let's go. I mean, this AI has been a game changer because if you've done coding before AI, you know, like there's a lot of going through docs, there's a lot of memorizing. And this is just like having a really smart friend that does whatever you ask, which is really cool. And if you don't know, on RuneScape, what I've been working on is fishing, like I said a minute or 2 ago. While I was playing, I did realize that I need about 65,000 fish, these little carambombs. If I cook 65,000 of them, then I should get 99 cooking, which is pretty cool. So I'll go from 70 to 99. And right now I've got about 10K. So I have to get, well, I think 7,000 might be a safe bet. Might need a little bit more, but I need 70,000 total. So maybe, just maybe, I don't know for sure yet, I'll just stick to fishing and get to 99 cooking. I don't know though, only because it's so AFK, right? But I don't know. That's gonna be a lot of hours. But I also get to build a lot of stuff. Well, I don't. Well, I get to work with Claude on building it. See, right now it's already doing it. Yeah, so I've never built an Electron app before. I just started. I started this project on in a different folder, and I quickly got out of scope. So, and I ended up with a huge mess. And at that point, it was better just to rebuild baby steps forward, like we're doing here, than it is to try to fix all that. I give it a second to load up. Boom. And now, well, let's do this real quick. Let's get our fish in the bank. Oh yeah, how many do we got? 9,800, 9,851. And we're doing these about 28 at a time. 27, 26 at a time. That's a lot of trips. I've been doing this for a minute, but yeah. Some people watch movies when they're playing this game. Some people do this, some people do that. I'm coding. It's a pretty cool little, I'm not even coding, honestly, I'm vibe coding. All right, so here we go. So we Control A, delete. So file, new, boom. Delete, file, open test.md, okay. Boom, you got it. Edit, undo, reload. Wow, recently opened. Here we go. And close window. Oh, Jesus. Dude, that's so cool how Claude does this. And it worked great. Remove the new open save export buttons from the toolbar, but remove the file operations. So let's go back to the app real quick. And let's take a look at it, right? I really like how it starts like that. That's pretty cool. So we start in this, kind of like an example mode, demo mode. Exports here, but it's also up here. Day-night mode still works. Minimize works. We have two of you. Minimize works. Full screen works. X works. Fonts work. All right, fantastic. So what we want to do is we want to start transitioning this from a markdown previewer and HTML exporter to a JavaScript and CSS and templates, right? How much effort would it take to start so we want to start the transition from markdown to HTML, right? But again, baby steps. So how should we do this? From a markdown previewer to an HTML template. How would you describe it, right? How much effort would it take to start the transition from a markdown previewer to an design app, to a website design app? It uses Tailwind templates. Tailwinds, JavaScript, and HTML templates. That's a great question. All right, so we are making progress. Okay, so before we make anything, so let's go ahead and push this to GitHub with comments. All right, so what we want to do now is we want to start pushing it to GitHub, right? Because now we have a checkpoint. It's gonna comment what we've done, where we're at, and this way, if it hits the fan, we have a fallback. Claude dangerously skip permissions. All right, so I started a new window, got my context refreshed. Yes, that's a great idea. What do you think about that? So I'm telling it basically, I want to build on top of this because the way it was sounding like it wanted me to restart a new project, and I don't want to do that. So we're going to add okay, perfect. How can we articulate this to Claude Code CLI? Okay, so now it's time for the mission, right? So we're gonna take it from this markdown, where it takes markdown cut on the left in the editor canvas, and then displays it in the preview canvas, along with these pre-built little buttons that push template code in to wherever the cursor's at. And we're gonna start the big boy project of turning it into an HTML, JavaScript, and CSS editor. So I am going to copy this. I'm gonna paste it. And don't forget, it's in YOLO mode right now. Claude might not ask me too much. It might just start building. It has a discretion to make a few decisions here. So I'll go through this a little bit at a time. So if you want to read it, you can. And I will too, as soon as I get back to the fishing spot. And I might do this for, how long have we been going on? For about half an hour or so. So maybe like 15 more minutes or so. We'll see how far we get. I gotta get a fish barrel, man, from my fishing. I mean, if I'm gonna continue to fish. I've never really been much of a fisher. It's just when I stopped playing, I was 65, I think, for a quest or whatever. And then I just did this quest real quick to be able to do these when I came back, because I really didn't know what to do. Honestly, the game has changed so much. No way. Live preview. All right, here we go. So we have different sections. Here's our header section. Feature cards. Interactive demo. Click me. Huh. A button. Okay, let's see what happens if we add another button. Button. We really need to we need to prettify. Editor, how much of a hassle would that be? Because I'm trying to find stuff and trying to code it and all this and that. And it's so hard to try to follow along when it all looks like monotonous. I have no idea what this says. We'll read it in a second. Oh, we're going straight to Monaco. All right, so that's actually in VS Code. So we just went to the big boy leagues. Oh, it's all happening so soon. Hasn't been 45 minutes, we're already creating an editor. Like legit. But this will really be the last thing we do because I really gotta wrap this up. I still have to edit this. There's so much to do. Oh, I have to take back my fishes. Wow, it's already here. Look at this, guys. Wow. It's all happening so fast. All right, so we're gonna leave this where it's at now. Well, I'll show you what it looks like real quick. Let me take this guy back to the fish spot real quick. We're at 10K, by the way. 10K fishes gathered, which is freaking huge for me. I don't think I've ever gotten that many of one item, like banked, ever. Maybe iron. I used to have a miner back in the day. So my main thing was mining. All right, let's take a look at this. We're gonna X this out. So here we go. All right, so feature cards. interactive demo. This is where we left off at. We have the button, click me button, and then underneath it. So we need the formatting to be a little bit better. Button lines up there. All right, button 2, output 2, and then JavaScript. Footers on there, footers on there. Let's see what a grid layout does. So button, button. Where does this go? Div. All right, wait, div. I don't think that goes anywhere. All right, getting started. So right underneath the getting started, we're going to add a grid layout. That's cool. And it overflows. Oh no, it's buggy. I'll have to see what's wrong with this. It's stuck. Oh. Let's see what happens if we push a bunch of stuff. File new. Let me start all over. All right, so we're gonna have to fix this dragging part because it's not working for me. Components, layout, templates. Well, there we are. Holy smokes, it's already 51 minutes. I've been doing this for almost an hour, stuck on it. But let me drop these fishes off and be done for the day. 10,059. All right, guys. So in a nutshell, what we did was we picked up where I left off with the markdown editor and then turned it into an HTML editor. It is still buggy. There's a lot of things to do on it. Like I said, I'm going to continue to baby step forward. So I'm going to build, test, build, test, and continue to build on this guy and see what we have in the future.